سمي بذلك من بقر الأرض أي شقها وأثار مخبآتها. The reason why Imam al-Baqir in Islam is called al-Baqir, because this is derived from the Arabic word baqara yabqur baqran, means dissecting, ripping apart, opening up and expanding. At-tabaqur, at-tawassu'. In Arabic, tabaqur means expanding. So Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam is the Imam who is called as Muassis and founder of the fiqh of the Prophet, because he's the one who expanded the teachings of the Holy Prophet in details, taught those teachings in details. 5 tawaghit, 5 taghut rulers changed the hands, government transferred to 5 different people, and this is where Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam, starting from the time of Walid ibn Abdul Malik till it ended on Hisham ibn Abdul Malik, la'natullah alayhim. So, and Hisham, according to some of our narrations, he's the one who commanded for poisoning of the Imam. He's the one who is responsible. Hisham ibn Abdul Malik ibn Marwan is the one who is responsible for the martyrdom of Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam. So 5 different Taghut rulers changed their hands, and this is where Imam al-Baqir found the best opportunity to spread the religion in details. So in the hadith of Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam, he says, Salahu جميع المعايش والتعاشر ملء مكيال ثلثان فطنة وثلثان تغافل. We learn from the hadith that all the correctness of the life that we are living in, if you divide all the segments of life, 2/3 is fitanat and 1/3 is taghaful. So we use the aql and intelligence that Allah has given us, and 1/3 is about ignoring. There's such a great bit of wisdom for leading the life in this dunya, that everything is not perfect around us. When someone came to Imam al-Baqir and said, Anta Baqar, you are a cow. Baqar in Arabic means a cow. So, and Anta ibn al-Tabakha, you are the son of a woman who is used to, someone who cooks, is called tabakh. Imam alayhi salam said, Dhaka hirfatuha, this is her profession. In other words, what's wrong? If somebody cooks the food, what's wrong with that? That's the profession, right? That's her profession. In kunta sadaqta, ghafarallahu laha. If you said the truth, may Allah forgive her. وَإِنْ كُنْتَ كَذِبْتَ غَفَرَ اللَّهُ لَكَ. And if you are lying, may Allah forgive you. This is the akhlaq of our Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam towards those people who used to insult them. They were very strict about those people who used to insult Allah. But they were very lenient towards those people who used to insult them. There's a fine line between these two things. So, when Imam alayhi salam used to be happy, in Islam we have tabassum, concept of tabassum, like it's narrated about the Prophet that kana dhahkuhu tabassum. Instead of laughing, Prophet used to smile. Laughing is not min sunan al-anbiya, from the teachings of the Prophet. Prophets do not laugh. That's the sign of ghaflat, from death. So when Imam alayhi salam was happy, he used to say to Allah, Allahumma la tamqutni. That means don't hold me an enemy, don't be angry upon me. When we are laughing, obviously Imam didn't used to laugh, but when we are laughing, we are ignoring the death and ignoring the haqa'iq and ignoring those, the future that we are heading to, despite all the sins that I have. When he was visiting the Holy Kaaba, he used to cry with loud voice. Loud voice. That's narrated for several Imams, not just for Imam al-Baqir. It's a loud voice. In the night time, Imam al-Baqir was found saying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in his munajat, Amartani falam a'tamir. You commanded me, but I falam a'tamir, did not obey your command. Wa nahaytani falam anzajir. You stopped me, but I did not get stopped. Obviously he did obey. These are teaching for us, the sinners, how to do munajat with Allah. فَهَا أَنَا ذَا عَبْدُكَ بَيْنَ يَدَيْكَ وَلَا أَعْتَذِرْ. Here I am, your slave, in front of you, and I am not going to furnish any excuse. Every Friday, Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam used to give 1 dinar as sadaqah. Friday in Islam is the Sayyidul Ayyam, is the leader of all the days of the week, and no Friday will pass in the life of a mu'min that he did not give the sadaqah. So, and he said that on the day of Friday, sadaqah becomes mudha'af, means multiplied. That means you get several folds of the sawab. As compared to the rest of the days on a Friday, if you give sadaqah, you get several folds of the sawab. Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam says, my father was kasiru zikr. That means a lot of remembrance of Allah. Sometimes we were walking with him, we used to see my father, Imam al-Baqir, is doing the zikr of Allah. So we were eating food with our father, he is busy in the zikr of Allah. So he used to say La ilaha illallah, and he used to gather all of us, that means all the people of the family, and asked us to do the zikr till the sunrise, till the sun rises. So one person said, I was in Kufa and I did some kind of haram in my loneliness towards a woman, and then I visited Medina, visited Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam, and Imam al-Baqir, a Masoom, will never ignore the haram of the people. He doesn't care what the people say, he cares about what Allah says. So Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam, when he met me, he said to me that anyone who performs haram in the loneliness, Allah will not pay attention to him, have no i'tina. Allah will not pay attention to him. What did you say to that woman? Do not return back to this type of bad action. So this is how Imam alayhi salam, this guy said, I covered my face in front of the Imam because I got embarrassed. So Imam alayhi salam is the one who, once he visited, the time is short, I'm trying to be as short as I can. He was visiting once to Sham in his life, and he visited a place where there was a Christian monk who used to come out of the cave in the mountain once in a year only. He came out, and that day was the day when he came out. Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam was present in the huge crowd, and he looked towards Imam alayhi salam, and he found there's somebody, a stranger, standing in the crowd other than his community. He said, do you belong to this ummah, or you belong to the ummatul marhuma? The Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's ummah is called ummatul marhuma, the blessed nation. He said, I belong to the, Imam alayhi salam said, I belong to the blessed nation. He said, are you among their scholars or the juhal, the jahil people? That's a very key question. If Imam alayhi salam says, no, I'm a scholar, that's against the modesty to claim yourself to be a scholar with your own tongue, bragging about yourself. That's against Islamic values and tawadhu, that you brag about your own self, even if you call yourself to be an alim. Imam Ali has said, Man qala ana alim fa huwa jahil. Whoever says, I'm a scholar, I'm alim, he's jahil. So we don't claim to be an alim, right? Ulama in the real sense are just the Prophet and Ahlul Bayt. Even Imam Khomeini, I remember, he used to say, Man yek talabe bishnistam. I'm just a student. A marji of taqleed. He's called himself a student of Islam. So Imam al-Baqir is the alim of ghaib, alim al-ghaib. Well, he's not calling himself to be the alim. He said, I'm not one of the jahil people of that nation. Look at the beautiful response of tawadu. If he says, I'm not an alim, that would be a lie. So he did not even lie. He did not even brag about his knowledge. Although he has the right to say he is an alim, because they are the ones who are the alims. But he said, I'm not one of the jahil people. So he said, are you going to ask me a question or shall I ask the question? Imam said, you ask. So he said, tell me which is the time which is neither counted in the night nor counted in the day. Imam said, that's between the Fajr al-Sadiq, the tulu, that means Ben al-Tulu'ain, means Fajr al-Sadiq and the sunrise. And he said, why? He said, this time is one of the times of paradise. Imam al-Baqir said, one of the sa'at of Jannat. Our sick people come to, their conscience. Those people who are unconscious, they come to their conscience. The pains are stop at that time. And those people who couldn't sleep throughout the night end up sleeping at that time. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah made it a raghbat and eagerness for those who have eagerness towards akhirat. And so on and so forth. He said, yeah, you said the truth. He said, this claim that the people in the paradise will eat food, but they will not have any urine or feces in paradise. How come that's true? Is there any example in the life of this dunya about this thing? Imam said, the baby in the womb of the mother. Baby in the womb of the mother, gets the food from the mother. He has no urine and feces, right? He said that people in the paradise will eat food, but nothing get decreased from those foods. How come that's possible? In other words, anything in dunya like that? Imam al-Baqir in Islam says that it's like a shama, a candle. You can lit 1,000 candles and nothing gets decreased from the first one. So later on, this Christian monk came back to Imam al-Baqir Islam in the night and converted to the Islam of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. Please say salawat. When Imam alayhi salam is poisoned, he did the wasiyyat. He has done the wasiyyat to Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam to put some money from his wasiyyat so that those people who do the nutbah and buka can do the nutbah and hold the azah for Imam al-Baqir Islam for 10 years in the place of Mina. Mina is a place where all the Hujjaj gather. Remember? That's the meeting point of all the Hujjaj. Look at the wisdom of the Imam alayhi salam. People gather in the place of Mina. They should know about what is the haqq, what is the faridah towards the wadayat of Ahlul Bayt. And they hold the azah for Imam al-Baqir Islam. They are informed about their duties towards the Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam and the duties towards the Zalimeen. It's very painful when you are departing your family members. And if you recall, in the time of Imam al-Baqir salam, well, all of his family members are still present with him. Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam is with him, all the rest of his children are present there next to the Imam. His family members are there. But when Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, his final time comes, he finds Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam is alone. And when he departs from his khayma, doing the salam of wida, farewell salam, and he leaves the khayma, he hears the voice coming. Somebody is chasing him. As Imam Hussein looks around, he sees it is Sakina bint al-Hussein who is coming behind Imam al-Hussein. Imam Hussein gets off the horse and goes towards Sakina, and she says that, make me sit in your lap. The way you make the daughter of Muslim ibn Aqil sit in your lap at the time when Imam Hussein got the news of the martyrdom of Muslim ibn Aqil. He made the daughter of Muslim sit in his lap and rub his hand over the head of the daughter of other Muslim. Sakina is asking the same thing from Imam al-Hussein. That means, make me sit in your lap and rub your hand over my head because I know you are not going to come back.
So Imam al-Baqir alayhi salam is dying. So at that time, Imam al-Sadiq is there to provide the ghusl and kafan and all the services for the Tashyi'ul Janaza when Imam al-Hussein passes away, becomes the martyr. You find, and at that time, when after that, when the water comes, and it was told that the water will be given to the youngest person first, and now the water is given to Sakina bintul Hussein. Sakina takes the water and goes towards the Maqtal. And she was asked, why are you going towards the Maqtal? And she said, you said the water has to be given to the youngest person. I am taking water to my brother Ali al-Asghar. She's younger than Hazrat Sakina. So Sakina, after Sayyidah Zainab tried to gather, when she gathered all the ladies of Ahlul Haram and the children, she could not find Sakina at that moment. She went towards the Maqtal. Sayyidah Zainab's courage. She goes towards the Maqtal to find Sakina. But she could not find. Finally, she finds Sakina is lying over a janaza without the head. There was no head for that janaza. Over the chest of the janaza. Sayyidah Zainab takes Sakina with in her hand, with her, and then she asked her, how did you find that this is your father? She says, I was saying that, Baba, and this janaza, this body replied to me, Ilayya, Ilayya, Ya Bunayya, come towards me, my dears.
ألا لعنة الله والقوم الظالمين سيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون إلهي بحق الزهراء وأبيها وبعلها وبنيها والسر المستودع فيها اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين واخذل الكفار والمنافقين اللهم انصر من نصر الدين واخذل من خذل المسلمين اللهم انصر واحفظ وأيد علماءنا الربانيين ومراجعنا الربانيين لا سيما الولي الفقيه قائد المسلمين اللهم انصر جيوش المسلمين وعساكر الموحدين اللهم فك عن الأسراء المسلمين اللهم وفقنا لما تحب وترضى وعجل في فرج مولانا صاحب الزمان واجعلنا من أنصاره وأشياعه وأتباعه وأعوانه بجاه محمد وآله الطاهرين. One Surah Al-Fatiha and 3 times Surah Al-Ikhlas for Marhum. What's the name? Marhum Sayyid Kausar Ali Jafri.